Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Winners Academy. So today we are going to discuss about grade 10 session. That is also a very important topic in mathematics, and that is area, right? Instead of area word, we know that we can apply capital A, right? Area means capital A, right? And also we studied that. So what are the units of area? Firstly, we have to study about the units of area. Normally the length perimeter we can measure by centimeters, meters, like that, and mass you can measure by gram, kilograms, and same way the area you can measure by what are the units of area? That is coming like square centimeters, square meters, right? So it is coming like square centimeters, square meters. Okay, so we are going to study about some plane figures today, right? So from grade 6 and 7 we studied about this lesson, right? So we have to put the ball in red pen and write down like this: areas of plane figures. Areas of plane figures. Areas of plane figures, right? So today we are going to study about the areas of plane figures. Under that we can go for the first one. First plane figure is what? That is rectangle, right? The first plane figure we know that is rectangle. So in the rectangle means like this. So I am drawing without the ruler because it is familiar with me now, but you have to use the ruler and draw the figures, it's better, right? So when I am drawing the rectangle like here, so we know that this one, the longer side is length, we know that, right? And the longer side is length and the smaller side is width, or otherwise breadth. Okay, so I can find out the area of the rectangle like here. Area is coming like length into breadth. Okay, so area is coming like length into breadth. Okay, so we can go for the second plane figure also like here. Yes, the second figure I can get like this, that is square, right? The second plane figure is square. We know that the features of square means, we know that all four sides are equal and also all four angles are right angles, right? So you can mark like here, this one, these all four sides are equal, right? In the previous one we can mark the sides like here, this one to this one equal, and these two sides are separately equal. Okay, so like this we can mark the lengths here, right? Okay, in the square we know that length and breadth both are equal, but I can get like here, this is length and this is breadth. In here also you can find out the area like this. So area equals coming like length into breadth, right? So if I am taking like breadth as simple x, so I can write down like x into x. That means x to the power 2. Like this you can find out the area of the square, right? Okay, so that is the way you have to find out the area of the rectangle. It's easy to keep it in mind those, right? The area of the rectangle and square both are coming like length into breadth. Okay, then we can go for the other one. So we have to study about the third figure, that is triangle, right? That is triangle. Triangle means we studied about there are so many triangles in mathematics. One is that the equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, and also right angle triangle, acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. There are so many triangles are there, right? Okay, so in here roughly I am taking some acute angle triangle like here. So in here we need to know about this corner we can call as what? This is vertex, right? This corner is vertex, and also this corners also vertices, right? The singular word is vertex and plural word is vertices. And from here I am drawing some perpendicular line up to here. So this one we can call as what? Yeah. So from here to here you are drawing the perpendicular line now. So this should be the base, right? This should be the base, and this one is the perpendicular height. Okay? Perpendicular height. Okay, instead of base I can get simple B. Instead of perpendicular height I am getting in simple H, right? Okay, then if you need to find out the area of the triangle, you can find out like here. Area is coming like half into base into perpendicular height, right? So that is the way you have to find out the equation of area of the triangle, right? So okay, then we can go for the next one. The fourth one is what? The fourth one I can get like here. Yes, fourth one I can get like here, that is parallelogram, right? When you are writing parallelogram, you need to write down in different way. Parallelogram, but we are not saying like parallelogram, that is very uncommon, but you have to keep it in mind like parallelogram. Okay, so we can draw the parallelogram like here. Parallelogram means we can draw like here. That means two opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. Like this I can draw. Okay, so this one to this one parallel, and these two sides are separately parallel. And also you need to know that opposite sides are equal to each other. This one to this one equal, and these two sides are separately equal also, right? And also if you need to find out the area of this parallelogram, this is the way you have to find out, right? So when you are drawing the perpendicular distance, when you are taking the perpendicular distance in between these two sides, this one side is base. This one is base, that is simple B, and this other one is what? This other one is perpendicular height. Perpendicular height, that is simple H. Okay, so that is simple H. So you can find out the area of the parallelogram like this. Area equals base into perpendicular height. Okay, so that is the way you have to find out the parallelogram. Keep it in mind that equations, right? So the rectangle, you can find out the, yes, you can find out the area of the rectangle by multiplying length and breadth, right? And area of the square also you can find out by multiplying length and breadth. And in the triangle you can find out the area by multiplying half into base into height. So in the parallelogram you can, if you take in the perpendicular distance in between these two sides, one side is the base and this line is called as perpendicular height, and you can find out the area of the parallelogram by multiplying base into perpendicular height, like that. Okay, so after that we can go for the next one, that is fifth one, right? What is the fifth one? So we have to study about the fifth one also, that is trapezium, right? That is trapezium. So I can write down like here, trapezium. Okay, trapezium means that one also same like the parallelogram, but there is only two opposite sides. So I can write down like here, I can draw the trapezium like here. So in here you can see that these two sides are only parallel to each other, but these other two sides are not parallel to each other, right? So if I am taking the distance of this one as A and this one as B, so you can find out the area like this. Before finding the area, we have to find out the perpendicular distance also. This one you can call as perpendicular height, or otherwise simple H, right? I am not repeating the same thing again and again. Keep it in mind that this is not the base, this is the length of this parallel line, and this is the length of the upside parallel line, right? H means the perpendicular height. So if you need to find out the area of the trapezium, you can find out in this way. area equals half into the sum of two parallel sides. That means a plus b, sum, you have to add both values together like this within the brackets, into perpendicular height. Half into the sum of two parallel sides into perpendicular height. So this is the way you have to find out the area of the trapezium. Very carefully you have to keep it in mind those, right? Okay, then we can go for the other ones also. Just wait a minute. So okay, then we can go for the next one, that is, yeah, we can go for the sixth one also there. So sixth one is, you know that is circle, right? Circle. So if I am taking the circle like this, so you can draw the circle like here. You can draw the circle like this, and also this one is the center, right? Center is O, and the distance between center and circumference is radius, we know that. So if I am writing like here, so we can write down the area like this. Area equals 5r squared. We know that 5 equals 22/7, right? So that is the way you have to find out the area of the circle. Okay, you have to keep it in mind those, right? Okay, then we can find out the, yes, we can go for the other one also. There is one more. So the seventh one I can get like here. Seventh one is sector, right? So sector of a circle. Sector means like this part. Sector is looking like a piece of pizza. Okay, so if I am taking the part of the circle like this with the central angle theta, so I can mark the radius also as simple r. So I can find out the area like this. Area is coming like, we know that angle around the point, angle at a point is 360 degrees now. So out of 360 degrees, in this sector there is theta angle, right? So this fraction we have to multiply with the area of the whole circle, that means 5r squared, right? So this is the way you have to find out the area of the sector, right? Theta over 360, theta over 360 degrees into 5r squared. So that is the way you have to find out the area of the sector, right? Okay, so those are the things you have to keep it in mind there. So after that we can go for the other ones also. Before that you have to study about these equations, right? So yeah, so today's session is going to finish now. So let's meet from the new lesson, right? From the new session in the next time too. Okay, my dear students, thank you for listening to me. See you in next time class. Take care. Bye. Okay.